Is your home sitting on the market with no offers, no showings, and no idea what's going wrong? Well, you're not alone. And yes, there is a fix. I'm Chris Kemp. I'm a local real estate agent here in Utah. After 25 years, I've helped people buy and sell over 1,000 homes. And in my time and my experience, I have some idea what sells a home and what doesn't sell a home. So if your home's not selling, this video is for you. Today, we're going to go over the 5 most important reasons why your home might not be selling, how to review those reasons, and how to fix those reasons. So stick with me. This could save you a lot of time, money, hassle, and aggravation, and help you get on to your next home or your move, wherever you might be going. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Like I said, my name is Chris Kemp. I'm with the Utah Real Estate Market. We're here to give you the most value and information I can possible. So all I ask for in return is you hit the like and subscribe button, and hopefully you'll stick around and maybe give me some comments of what you might be interested in learning about or knowing about, or what questions you might have about this crazy Utah real estate market that we're in right now and how you can best profit from it. So we're going to count backwards from number 5 down to number 1. And if you stick around for number 1, I promise you probably already know the answer what number 1 is, but it is the most important reason why your home probably isn't selling. So let's start with number 5. So number 5 is going to be marketing exposure. Even a great home won't sell if it doesn't have enough exposure. If you don't have enough eyeballs on that home looking at it and finding it, seeing all the great features you have in your home, nobody's going to know about it, and nobody's going to be able to come find it and buy it. So when we list homes, we always put it on the MLS, of course, but then we make sure it gets put out on all the major websites, like most people do. But oftentimes those agents won't follow up and double check and make sure it gets syndicated or exposure on as many websites as possible. We always try to get it on at least 200 websites that are out there so we can get as many eyeballs on it as possible. So as many people can see your home as possible. It only takes one person to buy, but you never know which one of those one people is going to come and just fall in love with your house and offer the most money possible. So review your exposure, see how much exposure you have on the website. If you are looking for a home in your area, in your neighborhood, just pretend that you're a buyer and go search online and see where your home ranks and where your home shows up if you were searching for a home similar to yours. So that's number 5 is exposure. So your agent should be as proactive as possible. He should be repositioning, remarketing, retaking pictures if needed, re-strategizing with you if something is not working, making sure your home has as much exposure as possible. Number 4, make sure the minor repairs and the cosmetic issues are taken care of. If people are walking through your home and they see minor cosmetic things like paint scratches and missing caulking and areas of your home that obviously have had a lot of neglect, but you just haven't cared to take care of them, you haven't bothered to take care of them, well, that's going to be a sign to them that may be other underlying conditions such as roof problems, furnace problems, water heater, plumbing, electrical issues, things like that. So if you can take care of the little things, that sends a message to the buyer that you've taken care of some of the other big things. So don't fall prey to thinking that, oh, well, I've done enough on this. I just picked up the clutter and things like that. I don't need to take care of the little things. That's why here at Chris Kemp Realty, we have a handyman that we send out. He'll walk through your home and he'll make sure a lot of those little things that you may have missed because you're living in a home all the time and you don't recognize it might need fixing up. But if you have a neutral third-party inspector or third-party person walking through your house that might see some of those things, we can point those out to you and we can have a handyman usually fix those things for very minor cost and pretty quickly, actually. So if you take care of those things, that sends a message to other people that you've been proactive in the rest of the home and hopefully give them a better feel and better comfort level with your house when it comes to putting an offer in. The third thing is presentation, clean, staged, and decluttered. Boy, I can't tell you how many times I've gone through a home that's priced really well, that looks really well in pictures, and it is just full of stuff. I recently sold one here. I'll show you some pictures. This was one of the worst homes we ever had, and they just did not have the ability, the money, the time, the effort, the the want to fix up and clean anything. The older gentleman, he just couldn't take care of anything. And things will always sell no matter what condition they're in. It's just what price are they going to sell for? So if you don't want to take care of anything and you don't want to stage and declutter and get rid of a lot of your junk that's accumulated over the years, that's fine. Just know that there's a cost associated with it. And the cost of selling your home at a much lower price is far greater than it would be if you just took a little bit of time and money and effort to get rid of those things. Put them in a storage unit, put them in a pod unit, put them in a garage, put them at the family's house or whatever for a short time. But you really need to get rid of as much stuff as possible. If you can deep clean, yes, really deep clean, and have some help from a neighbor or family member to come in and tell you with that third set of eyes what's really going on, that really goes a long way and helps also. Straighten or refresh furniture layout. Also here at Chris Kemp Realty, we have stagers that we rely on that will come to your house and they'll walk through with you and give you ideas on what you can do with the furniture you have on hand to make your home look as best and presentable as possible. They'll give you ideas on how to move things around, repurpose things, get rid of things, take down certain pictures and put up other pictures to present your home in the best light possible, to make sure it shows as well as possible to as many people as possible. Another thing I like to tell my clients to do, remove as much extra furniture as you can, as much extra clothing from your closet than you can. When you do that, it makes your home feel way bigger, way more roomy, your closet's bigger, and people just love extra room. They hate clutter, they hate confined, condensed, closed up spaces. So take out as much unnecessary things as your home as possible. All right, item number 2, poor photos or weak online presentation is going to kill your house. 97% of all buyers start their buying experience looking for a house online. If your pictures are taken with an iPhone or something worse, well, you're not doing yourself any favor. Make sure you have a professional photographer with professional camera equipment, and make sure you're taking video. Video is becoming a huge thing in real estate market, especially when it comes to presentation. So if people can walk through your home with video tours, they get a feel for what your home feels like as if they were there. So it makes it more inviting. And if your home presents well online, they're going to be much more inclined to stop by and take a look at it. Make sure you include drone footage, twilight shots, and a virtual tour, and even a layout. A lot of times people don't get a feel for what the layout of your home is just from walking through either with a video tour or with pictures. But if you can do a 2-dimensional layout on paper, show them the size of the rooms, where the bathrooms are located, and do each floor, including the basement, even if it's unfinished, that's going to give people a better idea of what they're working with. They're going to really like to see the layout. It's like a floor plan when you build a home. And the number one reason your home is not getting any offers, maybe it's had some showings, but no offers, it usually comes down to price. If you have not evaluated your price correctly and you have overpriced it, you run the risk of dying of 1,000 price cuts. And if you're chasing the market down, like we have right now, in some areas we have declining prices, your home is going to be stale and sit on the market for a long time. I always recommend to people that have had a home sitting on the market for double the average days on market. So days on market in Utah right now, about 54 days on market. If you have a home sitting on the market more than 100 days or 120 days, you need to reevaluate what's going on with your house. And my guess is it's going to come down to pricing. So I would suggest you pull that home off the market for at least 30 days or 31 days or whatever it takes for your MLS to reset so that you can get a new MLS number and put that home back on the market after you've done evaluation of all these 5 things to make sure that you're presenting your home in the best light possible. Make sure when it comes to price, you're comparing your home to recent sold comps, not active comps. That's what people want to sell their home for. You need to compare it and use it to recent sold comps. You need to use similar type properties, similar number of bedrooms, similar number of bathrooms, similar lot size. If your home was built in 1980, Go from 1970 to 1990, bracket your home. That means go on either side 10 years of the age of your home. If your home is 2,500 square feet, go from 21 or 2,200 square feet on the downside to maybe 28 or 2,900 or 3,000 square feet max on the upside. Make sure that you're comparing apples to apples and try to find homes as close proximity to yours as possible. Within a mile or two is best. If you have to go out much farther than that, then you start getting into different school areas and districts and other things that are possible like that could drastically change the value of somebody else's home in comparison to your home. So make sure you're comparing apples to apples. And buyers really know the market, especially nowadays with interest rates being what they're at and home prices being what they're at. Every percentage counts. If your home is off 3 to 5% even, buyers are going to know, and it's going to hurt you. You need to price your home to sell, unless you want to keep it. If you're just testing the market and you want to price it just to price it high to see what happens, that's fine. But if you want to sell it, you need to be at or below the other homes that have sold in your area. I promise you, you can get your home sold if you price it correctly and do these other things that we just talked about. If you have any questions or would like a CMA, a comparative market analysis at absolutely zero cost, no obligation, feel free to reach out to me. You can text me, you can email me, send me a direct message, ask me a question here. I'm more than happy to give you all the information that I can through my 25 years of experience. Like I said, I've helped people buy and sell over 1,000 homes in multiple states, the vast majority of them being here in Utah, so I know this market really well. So if your home isn't selling, it's most likely for one of these 5 reasons. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you're getting something out of it. If you could do me a favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also, if you have comments on what other videos you would like to see or what problems you might be having in this market, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to respond to as many as possible. I know how hard and frustrating it can be when you have a home listed for sale and it's just not selling and you're not sure what to do and you've listened to all the experts supposedly. But sometimes if you have a second set of eyes come in there and take a look at all of these things and give you a fresh set of ideas and opinions on it, sometimes that can really help. If I can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to give you any advice free of charge, absolutely no obligation. I just want you to have a good experience and get your home sold. Thanks for joining me today on the Utah real estate market. I really appreciate it. And until next time, here's to all your real estate success.